What is happening, Legends of Pit fam? Get ready to have your minds blown because the news cycle is absolutely exploding, and we've got the inside scoop on everything you need to know, hot off the press. From the glitz and glamour of Hollywood premieres to the unexpected twists in legal landscapes, we're diving deep into the stories that are making waves and shaping the conversation. You won't want to miss a single second of this, so buckle up, because the updates are coming in fast. First the cinematic world is buzzing about a major premiere that's already got everyone talking. Imagine the red carpet, the flashing lights, and a film that's generating Oscar buzz before it even hits the mainstream. We're talking about a reunion of legendary talent, a story that promises to be both deeply personal and universally resonant, and a reception that's already breaking records for its sheer enthusiasm. Get ready to be transported to Venice as we break down the spectacle and the substance of this highly anticipated cinematic event. Then, we shift gears to a different kind of headline, one that touches on fundamental rights and legal challenges. A significant ruling has just dropped, impacting how certain freedoms are protected and exercised. This decision could have far-reaching consequences, sparking debate and potentially reshaping established norms. We're going to unpack the details of this ruling and what it means for the people it affects. Next, we're heading back to the cinematic spotlight, but this time with a critical eye. While one premiere is celebrating a triumph, another is facing a very different reception. We've got a review that's calling a highly anticipated film a real bore, and we're here to dissect why this particular cinematic offering might not be hitting the mark with critics, despite its star power. What went wrong, and what does this mean for the film's future? Finally, we're wrapping up with another perspective on the same film, this time highlighting its strengths and the performances that are shining through. Is it a gentle drama or something more? We'll explore the nuances of this production, focusing on the talent involved and the story it aims to tell. Don't go anywhere because you need to stay locked in for all of this. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Let's go. Hollywood's golden couple takes Venice by storm. Venice, Italy, the cinematic world converged on the Lido for a night of unparalleled glamour and critical acclaim as George Clooney and Adam Sandler unveiled their latest collaboration, J. Kelly, at the Venice Film Festival. The highly anticipated Netflix film, directed by Noah Baumbach, not only graced the prestigious festival, but also received a staggering 8.5-minute standing ovation, a testament to its powerful impact and the star-studded talent on display. George Clooney, battling a sinus infection and the elements, led the charge, exuding charisma despite his ailment. He was joined by a dapper Adam Sandler, making a rare formal appearance, as the two shared the spotlight, embodying a compelling Hollywood power duo on screen. The film, which premiered amidst a fierce thunderstorm, seemed to mirror the dramatic intensity that unfolded both on and off screen. J. Kelly positions Clooney as an aging movie star grappling with a personal reckoning, supported by Sandler as his devoted manager, who has dedicated his life to his client's career. Early reactions suggest the film is a strong contender for the upcoming awards season, with the Venice reception serving as a powerful indicator of its potential. The standing ovation saw Clooney sharing heartfelt moments with his wife, Amal, and his co-star and director, Noah Baumbach, embracing the widespread admiration. The film's completion at nearly 1 a.m. only added to the electric atmosphere, as the enthusiastic audience spilled out into the rain-soaked streets, undeterred by the weather. Earlier in the day, Clooney's presence at the press conference was uncertain due to his sinus infection. Despite attempts to maintain some distance on the red carpet due to his health, Clooney was warmly embraced by festival-goers, signing autographs and interacting with fellow industry professionals, including jury president Alexander Payne. The film itself follows Clooney's character on a transformative journey across Europe, accompanied by his longtime manager, as they reflect on their lives, careers, and the legacies they are building. Baumbach, known for critically acclaimed films like Marriage Story, co-wrote J. Kelly with Emily Mortimer, marking her feature screenwriting debut. The ensemble cast boasts an impressive roster, including Laura Dern, Billy Crudup, Riley Keough, Greta Gerwig, and Patrick Wilson, among others. Clooney himself has described the role as the most vulnerable of his career, acknowledging the challenges and introspection that come with age and a career in the spotlight. He shared, "When you're an actor in my position, at my age, finding roles like this aren't all that common. If you can't make peace with aging, then you've got to get out of the business and just disappear." This sentiment resonates throughout the film as it delves into the complexities of fame, personal sacrifice, and the search for meaning. The film's tagline, "Everybody knows Jay Kelly, but Jay Kelly doesn't know himself," perfectly encapsulates the central theme of self-discovery amidst the artificiality of Hollywood. This premiere marks a significant moment for Noah Baumbach, who has a history of successful launches at Venice, and for Adam Sandler, experiencing his first Venice Film Festival premiere. The film's blend of star power, critical anticipation, and a deeply personal narrative promises a compelling cinematic experience that is already capturing the attention of audiences and critics alike. But does this glowing reception translate into a universally acclaimed film, or are there dissenting voices in the crowd? We'll dive into a review that paints a very different picture next. A critical misfire. Jay Kelly leaves critics unimpressed. Venice, Italy. While the red carpet at the Venice Film Festival shimmered with the stars of Noah Baumbach's Jay Kelly, the film itself has been met with a decidedly lukewarm reception from at least one prominent critic. Brian Viner, writing for Mail Online, has declared the Netflix comedy a real bore and the event's most disappointing picture thus far. Despite a star-studded cast featuring George Clooney, Adam Sandler, Laura Dern, and Greta Gerwig, and Baumbach's acclaimed track record with films like Marriage Story, Jay Kelly failed to ignite the critical imagination. Viner describes the premise, a celebrated movie star playing a celebrated movie star, as a concept that's steadily less amusing and a far cry from the comedic brilliance of shows like Extras. The film centers on Jay Kelly, a revered actor whose life is meticulously managed by his neurotic longtime manager, played by Sandler. Kelly, despite the adoration he receives, finds himself increasingly jaded, a sentiment amplified by an encounter with an old drama school friend, portrayed by Billy Crudup. The narrative follows Kelly's attempt to reconnect with his estranged daughters by embarking on a European backpacking trip, a journey that sees him shedding his entourage and embracing a more grounded experience. The review highlights Baumbach's attempts to extract bittersweet comedy from Kelly's experiences, noting that both Clooney and Sandler give their utmost. However, Viner points to the script's mediocrity, citing the repetition of jokes, such as the observation about a manager taking a 15% cut. The critique suggests that while the film industry can produce joyous self-reflection, Jay Kelly leans more towards eliciting a few smiles and mostly boredom. The film's narrative arc, which sees Kelly trying to mend relationships with his daughters by following them on a backpacking holiday across France and Italy, is depicted as a vehicle for Baumbach to explore the bittersweet aspects of fame and personal sacrifice. Jay Kelly is noted for its attempts to satirize Hollywood's detachment from reality, but the review implies that the film falls short of being a sharp critique, instead offering a mild exploration of the human cost of celebrity. The film's streaming release on Netflix is set for December 5th, and this critical assessment casts a shadow over its potential impact and awards prospects. While the film may resonate with industry professionals, Viner's review suggests that for a broader audience, Jay Kelly might prove to be a less than engaging cinematic experience, failing to live up to the considerable expectations set by its cast and director. Despite the critical panning from some corners, other reviewers are finding merit in the film's more introspective moments. We'll explore a review that highlights George Clooney's performance and the film's gentler dramatic qualities next. Tennessee judges rule against gun restrictions, citing rights. Nashville, TN, a panel of Tennessee judges has issued a significant ruling, striking down 2 state restrictions on the carrying of firearms. The decision, which impacts how guns can be carried in public recreational areas, including playgrounds and parks, has ignited a fervent debate across the state and beyond. This legal development centers on the interpretation of gun rights and the extent to which the state can impose limitations on carrying firearms in sensitive public spaces. The ruling specifically challenges the constitutionality of measures that restricted firearm possession in places frequented by children and families. Proponents of the decision argue that these restrictions infringed upon the Second Amendment rights of law-abiding citizens, asserting that the right to self-defense should not be curtailed in areas where individuals might need it most. They contend that prohibiting law-abiding citizens from carrying firearms in parks or playgrounds does not deter criminals, who by definition do not abide by laws, and instead leaves responsible gun owners vulnerable. Conversely, opponents of the ruling express deep concern over the potential increase in gun violence and the safety of public spaces, particularly for children. They argue that the presence of firearms in areas like playgrounds creates an environment of fear and intimidation, and that the state has a compelling interest in enacting sensible regulations to protect its citizens. The debate often hinges on the balance between individual liberties and public safety, with differing interpretations of what constitutes a reasonable restriction on carrying firearms. Legal analysts suggest that this ruling could set a precedent for future challenges to gun control laws across Tennessee and potentially in other states. The specific details of the restrictions that were overturned and the legal reasoning employed by the judges will be crucial in understanding the broader implications of this decision. Further legal battles are anticipated as advocacy groups on both sides of the issue mobilize to either defend or appeal the ruling. The outcome of these legal proceedings will undoubtedly shape the landscape of gun rights and public safety regulations in the state for years to come. While legal battles over firearm regulations continue, the spotlight in the entertainment world is once again on George Clooney and his latest film. We'll examine another take on J. Kelly that finds praise amidst the critical discussion. Clooney shines in Baumbach's gentle drama, J. Kelly. Venice, Italy. George Clooney delivers a compelling performance as a jaded movie star in Noah Baumbach's latest film, J. Kelly, which premiered at the Venice Film Festival. The film, a melancholy drama co-written by Emily Mortimer, explores themes of aging, regret, and the human cost of celebrity. Despite its autumnal tone, J. Kelly is noted for its compassionate portrayal of the tolls of fame, offering a nuanced look at an industry often perceived as detached from reality. Clooney stars as the titular A-lister, who, at 60, begins to question his life choices. The narrative sees him embarking on a journey through Europe to receive a Lifetime Achievement Award, accompanied by his anxious entourage. This journey becomes an opportunity for introspection, as he revisits pivotal moments from his past, including a confrontation with a former friend, Tim "Billy" Crudup, who accuses him of stealing his big break. The film skillfully integrates flashbacks, with Charlie Rowe portraying a younger, carefree Jay, allowing Clooney to observe his past self as an external spectator. Baumbach, a regular at the Venice Film Festival with previous premieres like White Noise and Marriage Story, crafts a film that, while touching on familiar themes of existential reflection, is praised for its unique insistence on the humanity behind the celebrity facade. The film suggests that even the most famous individuals were once ordinary people, and moments of vulnerability can break through the carefully constructed public image. J. Kelly is described as a film that compassionately chronicles the human toll of celebrity, not just on the star himself, but also on those who work closely with him. Clooney's character struggles to reconnect with his daughters, Daisy and Jessica, while his manager, Ron Adam Sandler, and publicist, Liz Laura Dern, grapple with their own work-life imbalances, sacrificing personal relationships for professional success. Sandler's performance as the harried manager is highlighted as particularly grounded, providing a consistent and rewarding relationship for the star. While the film occasionally struggles with an uneven comedic tone and underdeveloped supporting characters, Clooney's performance is a standout. His portrayal of a charming, yet inwardly conflicted actor, using his megawatt smile as both a defense mechanism and a tool to disarm others, hints at an inability to transcend his personal limitations. Clooney's blend of old-school Hollywood handsomeness with the vulnerability he has previously displayed makes Jay a fascinatingly complex character. The film's themes of acknowledging aging and the potential superficiality that can accompany fame are explored with a measured perspective. J. Kelly is not a harsh critique of elites, but rather a gentle drama that delves into the emotional landscape of a man confronting his legacy. The film's blend of satire and heartfelt drama, combined with its powerful performances, positions it as a significant entry in the festival, with Netflix aiming for awards consideration, particularly for Clooney. From the highs of critical acclaim to the lows of a disappointing review, the narrative surrounding J. Kelly is complex. We've covered the major talking points, and now it's time to wrap it all up. And that's a wrap on another explosive news day. We saw George Clooney and Adam Sandler's J. Kelly earn a massive standing ovation at Venice. A Tennessee court ruled against gun restrictions. One critic slammed J. Kelly as a bore, while another praised Clooney's performance in the same film. Don't miss out on any of the action. Smash that like button, subscribe to Legends of Pitt for daily updates, and hit that notification bell so you're the first to know when we drop new videos. Plus, follow us on all our social media channels to stay connected. We'll see you in the next one.